Hey, good morning. It's sunrise service with Cindy. And today we're going to talk about something that I typically don't talk about at sunrise service because what's sunrise service about? It's about filling your heart with joy, being madly in love with your day, jumping out of bed and thinking, woo, this is the greatest, right? It's about how do we start our day, especially on a beautiful Sunday morning, in gratitude, in love for that day, and set a beautiful vision forward to make that day gorgeous. And I think that it's semi-unrealistic to think that every single day you can do that. And I bring this up because this week has been a struggle. It's not just been a struggle for me, it's been a struggle for billions of people all over the world. I mean, you'd have to be I don't know, pretty unconnected to realize all the things that happened this week here in not only our country, the United States, but many countries across the world, whether it was Paris or someplace else. And I don't mean Paris, I mean France, but you know where I'm going with that. So here's the scoop, excuse me. The scoop is that things happen that do affect us. And even if we're not involved, like check this out. I live in this absolutely idealistic place. There is nothing negative going on here. But as a sensitive person and an empathic person, we attach ourselves to this energy of what's going on. And sometimes we just feel sad or we just feel blue. It's just the way that it is. And that you can read 1,000 books on, the 5 steps to being happy, the 10 steps to kick the blues, or, what you can possibly do to make yourself feel better. And trust me, I'm all about that. If you can get your ass out of bed and go walk around the block or leave your house and go do something that brings you joy, do that. Do that. But if you're really having a struggle and you really just don't feel like, man, I just can't even take a step this week towards that yippee skippy feeling, then I think there's something else to do that's really important in this process of the evolution of ourselves as we grow stronger and we grow more loving and we are encompassed in more love. And I think sometimes it's okay to stay in that feeling and to look at that feeling and observe it. Observe the thoughts that come up. Observe the energy that's going through you. You don't have to fight it. It's okay to allow yourself to feel the emotions that you feel. We live in a society where we don't often allow that. We're always supposed to be our best. We're always supposed to do the right thing and feel super duper happy. And some days we just don't. So I personally attached very much to a lot of the things that went on this last week. And guess what? I don't even watch the news. But I could still feel it. There was a sadness. There was a sadness that I could feel. And I allowed myself to sit in that and to be in that and to see what really came up for me in my own being. What is it that is really happening with myself, and how can I observe those thoughts, feel that energy, but still stay connected in love? How can I personally do that? So my question today is when struggles come up in your life, when things come up that just throw you off, or you just have a bad day, hey, the most motivated, successful people in the world have days that are struggles. Just trust me on that one. There's no alluding to the fact that some people just never feel unhappy and other people always feel unhappy, because sometimes it's like this. Sometimes we feel happy and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we'll feel happy, sometimes we don't. So the question for the week is, what do you do when this happens to you? Do you try to shift that energy and move out of it? And I think that's a great thing if you do, Do you sit in the energy and allow yourself to feel it? Sometimes I think if there's emotions and things coming up with us and we're constantly trying to shift out of it, I think that sometimes we're not getting real with our heart. We're not getting real with those emotions that at some point or some place in us need to be observed and need to be healed. So I ask you this week, in this beautiful sunrise, or, like I like to say it, non-sunrise service, I ask you to really think about, where is it in your life that you are not observing your feelings? Where are you not sitting in them and allowing what needs to go through, what needs to be healed, what needs to be loved to happen to you? What is that? So as I leave you today with the sunrise service, I will just say, take a thought about that this week. And maybe do a little more observing instead of shifting. And I know there's some people that are going to be scratching their head going, Cindy, come on. The whole point is to shift ourselves out of this, to feel better, to get ourselves happy-go-lucky. And I think that doesn't work for everybody. And so find out what works for you. If you constantly have some sadness or some blues or something that's coming up, observe it and see, what is it in there that either needs to be healed or needs to just be observed. We all have something, right? So the path to self-love, the path to total 100% heartfelt acceptance is sometimes through the muck. It's not about being that happy-go-lucky person all the time. Sometimes it's about going through all the different energies that you feel as a spiritual being in this human experience. So allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to love yourself in all those different energies. Okay, that's sunrise service for today. And you know how we stop everything that I do. It's love, light, and a big kiss. I love you guys. Hey, it's okay. I love you. You love you. Life is good. Have a great day.